In World War One and in the European theatre during World War Two, our soldiers deployed wearing the familiar khaki uniform, matching the countryside in Europe and North Africa. But with the outbreak of the war in the Pacific on our doorstep, it was quickly realized that khaki was totally unsuited for the battle in the dense green jungles to our north, where the war was fought. The military hierarchy was slow to react to this, so the soldiers, with an eye to self-preservation, dyed their own uniforms by boiling them in water coloured with green leaves, and so made their own faded suits of green. These faded suits of green became synonymous with the Australian soldier from that time right through until the end of the Vietnam War and our diggers' involvement in jungle operations. Those faded suits of green. I am standing at my window. I can hear the tramp of feet. I can hear the soldiers marching down the bush road and the street. They are coming into vision. Now they can be plainly seen, that swinging line of figures in their faded suits of green. Suits that went into the dye pots, in a hurry, as you know, for the Jap was at our doorstep, a crafty, cruel foe. No time for fuss or finish. Very little lay between those swarming hordes of Nippon and those faded suits of green. The dye came out in patches of pale yellow, green and brown. They were fashioned for the jungle, not for touring round the town. They were not meant for dandies, just to strut in or to preen. They were made for men of action, streaky, faded suits of green. There were men who went to outposts, to the flies and dust and heat, to monotony and boredom, no offensive, no retreat. And they missed the path to glory with their mates of Alamein. They were left to guard Australia in their faded suits of green. On the battlefields of Papua, on the shores of Milne Bay, on the road to far Kokoda and down Buna way, through the fever-ridden jungles where the Nippon lurked unseen, in the slime and slush and slaughter went those faded suits of green. Pressing onwards, ever onwards, rivers crossed and pathways strange, facing death, defying danger on the Owen Stanley Range. Up the cliffs and down the valleys, through the deep and dark ravine, torn and tattered, splashed with crimson, glorious faded suits of green. Standing, watching at my window, my thoughts wing, as before, to the rice fields of Malaya, to the docks of Singapore, to the prison camps of Nippon, where our loved ones, gaunt and lean, weary, waited there to be rescued by those faded suits of green. They are coming, captive soldiers, though the way be grim and hard. They will fight on to a finish, inch by inch and yard by yard. No suits of shining armour, worn by knights of king or queen, ever held such pride and honour as those faded suits of green. When the bells of peace are ringing, as they did in days of yore, when the hated sound of war drums shall cease for evermore, when we live in love and laughter and in happiness serene, O Australia, please remember those faded suits of green.